My name is Ted Lawrence. I came here to God Family Bible Church the beginning of this year for New Year's Eve service. How I found out about this is that I always wanted to check out the Upward Basketball here in Florida, and I took my son David to it, and I got to talking to Pastor Bo. And he didn't promote the church or anything like that. We got to talking, and then he started speaking the word, and I said, oh, took me back to my beginnings from when I got saved. And I said to my wife when I went home, I said, I finally found somewhere where the pastor really knows the word, he speaks the word. Rather than when I came here to Florida, I am really not a church hopper. I searched around for a couple of churches when I went here, and I settled in to a church for almost 6 years since I've been here. And then the Holy Spirit started to get restless in me because, number one, being rooted and grounded was no longer the way of things. It was just going to church every Sunday, playing church every Sunday, and being dissatisfied, not getting the word like I should. From the pulpit, that is, And so I decided to, just look a little bit, but not really looking for a church. I visited a couple of churches, well, only one church in particular in Ormond Beach, and I said, okay, and this is more like what I'm used to, people speaking in tongues, flowing in the Holy Spirit, rather than where I was going, didn't acknowledge the Holy Spirit and the power of the Holy Spirit. And since I was born again in 1970, in 1990, and born again with the Holy Spirit, I sorely missed it, working in the Holy Spirit. So I decided to come and check out God's Family Bible Church. I got here, and from the first night that I got here, I knew that is what I wanted to do. I had been meeting with the pastor, and we had been talking and everything else, and he asked a question one day. He said to me, did God tell you to go? I was telling him how I was dissatisfied with where I was, and he said to me, did God ask you to go there? Because I said I was waiting on the Lord to tell me where to move. And he says, well, did God send you there? And for the first time when I was asked that question, I didn't have an answer yes at all, or maybe. I knew right away the answer was no. And I said no. And he said an interesting thing. He said, well, if God didn't tell you to go there, he's not going to tell you to leave. And that right then and there, I knew that it was really time to go. But even then, he never pushed God Family Bible Church on me. He just left it at that. And I came here, and I settled into God's Family Bible Church, and I enjoyed the music when I came in. And I jumped right in. They had a conga that was open one Sunday, and I went and I played, and I remember Brother Donovan saying we practice on Saturday. And that's from then on, I came here, and I am still here, and enjoying it, flowing again, in the Spirit, in the Holy Spirit, seeing young people grow. That's the one thing that I loved about here, is to watch the young people that's here. I've seen them grow since I've been here in 6 months. I've seen tremendous growth in the youth, and it's what I would call like a metamorphosis. You've seen like a little butterfly come up. I look at the youth here, and you see them when I first came, and now I see the change in them. I see the change in their attitude. I see the change in how they love God, and it's really a good thing to see. And that's where I am right now. I'm just loving it, having a great time in the Holy Spirit, and looking to prosper more and more. God bless you.